Great. So, yeah, welcome to the session this morning, everyone. This is part of our series of virtual workshops to mark Refugee Week. And this morning we are hearing from our Family Support and Early Help Service. Great. Yeah, welcome to the session this morning, everyone. Sorry, that was the YouTube recording. There's always a slight delay. So I always forget to mute it. But yeah, I'll hand over to Georgia and to Emma to tell us a bit more about family support and their service offer.
Oh, thank you, Sophie. I don't know if you're putting the presentation up, Sophie, so we can go
Yeah,
through
that's
that.
fine. I'll pull it up now.
Thank you.
Great. There you
go. So I'm Emma Collison, Family Support Manager in Family Support, and my colleague joining me is Georgia. Are you there?
She zoomed out.
Oh, is it gone off?
Hi, sorry.
She's back.
Back. Sorry, yeah. So I'm Emma Collison, Family Support Manager in Family Support, and Georgia.
Hi, I'm Georgia. I'm a Family Support Manager in Family Support in Hammersmith and Fulham.
So Family Support is a early intervention service. We offer support to families with children aged 0 to 19. We offer a range level of support for our families. Family Support returned to Hammersmith and Fulham Children and Young People Service on the 1st of April. So we're currently going through a transition. Family Support, as I mentioned earlier, is an early intervention service. So it's thinking about targeting support for families at their earliest opportunity to support them with a range of different needs, which Georgia will go into next.
Yes, so we do a lot of different things within family support. We help around education, so ensure that the children register and attend school, and we support around regular school attendance. We provide parenting support. We work when there are concerns around child sexual exploitation, substance misuse, antisocial behavior, domestic abuse, and in general linking with community services. And in terms of like when we work with refugees, we cover all those areas. What we aim to is that they have good connections to the local community, so that the children and the families are registered with GP, that they're registered with school, and we liaise with these services and support them if they need help with the English, so even helping the parents to attend courses, English courses, make sure if the children are little that they are linked to nurseries and they can attend nurseries, support around benefits, so linking with the services that can help, or if they need to complete applications, that's something that we would help with. And we're trying to look at the individual needs and just try to tailor the help around that. So each family would be different and would have a different experience, and that's where our practitioners would look into, assess the needs and support around that individual needs. And in order to make referral to our service, if you look at the last slide, just the professionals or family can self-refer through ICAT, and we put the phone number there. So ICAT would screen the referral and decide whether we would be the best service to be involved.
I suppose in terms of ICAT, so that means our initial consultation and advice team, which social workers do obviously respond to any queries and offer also advice and support for families. And then, yeah, if it is felt that actually family support is needed for this family, then they transfer that through to family support, where we then will allocate a family support practitioner. So within family support, we do have a range. We have family support practitioners. We have obviously myself, Georgia, and Charmaine as the family support managers, and Kashali as our transitions manager. Within the service, our family support practitioners have a range and wealth of knowledge and experience. We offer support to families in the community, within their home. We also go into schools as well and support our children and young people within the schools. And like Georgia said, connecting them within the community and supporting them to access the children's centres, youth clubs and other community provisions as well. Within family support as well, we offer, we do have family support practitioners who are part of our traded schools offer. So we have family support practitioners that are based in some of our local schools as well. And again, this is, you know, thinking about that early intervention and supporting them within that school setting, to then, you know, be there and offer the support that Georgia mentioned earlier within family support. We also within family support have a transition and resilience project. So we support our year 5s, year 6s, year 7s and 8s as well around that transition from secondary to from primary school to secondary school as well. And again, it's building on that, building their resilience and understanding their emotional well-being, and obviously with that transition within school setting. I think that's about it, Sophie. I don't know if anyone had any questions.
One thing that I would like to add, I think sometimes when children start a new school and they don't have friends, they struggle, and we would provide that support around the transition, like direct work with the children around you know, for example, increase their self-esteem or social skills. And if we feel that there is need or more specialist mental health support, we would make the appropriate referrals to mental health services.
We also have good links, obviously, with our partners and our colleagues across Hammersmith and Fulham Children and Young People Services as well, and also with local organisations and charities. So we can really provide that whole, you know, family support. So it's, you know, working with the whole family rather than, you know, individual, and offering that wraparound service.
And can those, I just had a question, can those other kind of partner organisations, can they also make referrals through the contacting ICAT?
Yeah. Yep. So so families can self-refer. So some families can reach us through this number. But yes, we, you know, GPs often contact us, health visitors, schools, housing. You know, we our partners know how to reach us, and we do, you know, offer them support and advice and guidance as well around, you know, what the support could look like, and identifying those needs of families as well, and GP practices and GPs, you know, are key partners, as well as, you know, schools. So health and education are really valuable.
any professional in general, because if family move to the local authority and they are not registered with GP or with schools, any professionals that are in contact with the family could make those referrals if it's needed.
Okay, that's really helpful to know.
Yeah.
Joseph, did you have a question?
Yeah, more of a comment actually. First of all, thank you, Emma and Georgia, for your quick presentations. And I must say that we've been working well with your services over the years. And Rizkar, a colleague who is present here, has been conducting joint visits with some of your colleagues at the family services. So you've been providing very, very good holistic and wraparound set of services for our clients, and we'd like to continue to do that. If there's anything we can do to help you deliver your own services, just let us know. Rizkar is also an Arabic speaker, so he has for some of your joint visits. So I thank you so much. Yeah, that's such a good thing. Oh, by the way, I have got a question. Where people are in need of some kind of charitable sort of support, does your service provide that kind of help?
Yes. Sorry, go on, Georgie. No, go on, Georgie.
We are linked to lots of charities in United Kingdom and also within the local area, and we can make referrals for grants for pieces of furniture if needed, and yes, so we would make those referrals.
Okay, so the referral for such service, for example, will have to be done via the ICAT pathway.
Sorry, for SATS?
For like help in accessing charitable organizations, this is through the referral pathway of ICAT as well.
Well, I mean, if we are allocated, if that's the only need, it might be that ICAT can advise you with the phone numbers and the links so that you could do that referral yourself. But if the needs are more than just a charity application, then ICAT would screen what the needs are and then decide whether it needs to come to us.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So if it's like assistance for accessing charitable organizations on its own, you may not necessarily provide assistance. Is that what you're saying, Georgia?
Well, I think ICAT would decide whether it would need to come to us or whether, like they can signpost you to those organizations directly. But if, there is a struggle because of language barrier, we would be happy to help.
Okay, thank you.
And I just had another question. When you were talking about kind of the whole massive range of support you can offer to families, does that also include kind of supporting them to access like ESOL classes, for example? Because obviously that would be particularly pertinent to quite a lot of our refugee and asylum seeker families.
I think if we are working with the family, as I said, we would make those referrals so that they can start the classes. And if they don't feel comfortable attending, for example, the first session, our family practitioner would help them attend just the first session, just to build their confidence and meet the other people.
Okay, that's really helpful to know. Were there any other questions?
None from my end. Thank you.
Great. Well, yeah, we've got the number there, and you have Family Support has an email address, do they not, as well, that people can contact you through? Is that right, or is it just?
No. Yes, sorry, because of the transition back into Hammersmith and Fulham, you can contact us through ICAT. We do, yeah, that'll be the best way. Obviously, you've got mine and George's details as well. If you would like to discuss any families separately, that's that's also okay to do.
Right. No. So yeah. So the main, if anyone does have any further questions after watching kind of this video, it's going to be up on our YouTube page. Please do get in touch, and we'll kind of point you in the right direction and put you in touch with someone who can answer those questions. But yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you to Emma and to Georgia for coming today and for talking about kind of the services that family support has on offer for our refugee and migrant families who are in need of a bit of extra support. So yeah, I think we'll close the session now. But yeah, thank you very much for joining, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sophie. Priskar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Priskar. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.